So you always want to check your bike. When you get it apart, take a look at everything. Okay, don't just focus on what you're doing right here. Okay, you got to look at the whole picture. Okay, so you take a look at your pads, check your pads, make sure everything's running freely. Check your rotors for gouges. Okay, looking for gouges. See this guy here? See that dirt in there? That's sand. That's all. I gotta get that out of there. I'm gonna get this thing, spray it down, and take care of that. Check out the other side. Yeah, still looks good. Still got some time on them. And see this here? See this? This is where dirt and stuff is getting inside the wheel, because I got those shamrocks on there, and they don't have any covers to alleviate anything going in this way or from back here. So some dirt gets in the wheel, hits this guy here, polishes it smooth. Okay, knocks it loose, knocks some things loose. But you gotta check, you gotta check everything over. Okay, look at all your joints here. See this one right here? I gotta readjust this because this is moved. The bottom one's moved. Gotta readjust, tighten them up, make sure everything's locked into place. On these older bikes, see this guy right here? These things are usually real long. They come out to like right about here. It's a real big tab that comes off of there. So a lot of the pro guys back in the day would take and cut these things off, because what happens is, and it happened to me, because this was brand new, it happened to me. I was racing, doing a little thing, not really crazy racing, but doing a little thing, and my boot would come up. This thing would hit this and shut it. So usually it's down here. My boot would catch it, and as I was going into a turn, I would lean down, my boot would grab it here and turn it up and shut the bike off. So be mindful, check over little things on the bike like this. A lot of the new bikes, they got them up inside the plastic here, and it's like a recessed piece. That's really nice. But the ones that have them here, if your bike has one that's below the tank and in an open area, you want to take and look at that and check that out. You might have to cut that end off, and it makes it a little more painful because you got to really pay attention. You can't turn it with your hands. You can't turn it with... I do have some man hands, but I still can't turn this thing. So you got to do it with a wrench. So, but again, then see this here, sprocket's starting to turn, so I'm gonna have to change this sprocket out. Go over the whole bike. And this isn't that old. That's not an old sprocket. That's only a few rides on this thing. So it doesn't take long, unless you get one of the like fancy new titanium ones, the laser cut titanium. Maybe you can avoid this, but for the rest of us who got to buy the steel ones, they do turn. They get a hook on them, and it doesn't take long. So FYI.